In the heart of a desolate landscape stands an edifice, time-worn and forsaken, the forgotten church, a monument of the past. Its once vibrant life has faded into silence, its only company the wind whispering through the cracks in its walls. But, as the locals will tell you, when the sun dips below the horizon, this silence is broken by an orchestra of haunting echoes. This church, once a beacon of hope and community, now stands shrouded in mystery and fear. The stories of its past are as chilling as the stone it stands on. They speak of a congregation that vanished, of a pastor who preached his last sermon and was never seen again. The whispers of the town tell tales of eerie lights flickering in the church's empty windows and chilling voices that echo through the night. Was it the harsh hand of time that led to its desertion? Or was it something far more sinister that drove its inhabitants away? These questions have remained unanswered, buried in the annals of time, much like the church itself. But tonight, we dare to seek the answers. As the moon casts long, foreboding shadows, we find ourselves at the threshold of the forgotten church. With each step, the crunch of gravel under our boots seems to shatter the eerie silence that hangs heavily in the air. The church, a silhouette against the starry sky, looms ominously, as if guarding secrets within its dilapidated walls. Our hearts pound in our chests as we prepare to step into the unknown. The chill of the night, or perhaps the anticipation of what lies ahead, sends shivers down our spines. We are armed with nothing but our courage, our curiosity, and our equipment, ready to capture whatever secrets this forsaken place is willing to share. As night falls, we tread into the hallowed yet forsaken grounds of the forgotten church, armed with nothing but our courage and equipment. As we step into the chilling silence of the church, we prepare for our quest into the unknown. The air feels heavy, laden with the weight of forgotten tales and unseen presences. We are intruders in this realm of shadows and echoes, armed only with our courage and a handful of tools meant to pierce the veil of the supernatural. Our team methodically sets up the equipment: cameras to capture any visual anomalies, recorders for the elusive phantom voices, and EMF meters to detect the unseen energy that might dwell here. Every sound seems amplified in the eerie quiet, every creak and echo a reminder of our isolation in this forsaken place. The tension is palpable, a living entity in itself, wrapping around us like the cold fingers of a ghostly hand. With our hearts pounding and our gear ready, we begin our journey into the heart of the church. The church, shrouded in darkness, holds many secrets in its shadows. This forgotten place of worship, now a sanctuary for the unknown, seems to breathe with a life of its own. The air is thick with a brooding silence, broken only by the distant hoot of an owl or the scurrying of small creatures in the undergrowth. As we tread cautiously on the worn-out stone floor, each step echoes through the cavernous interior, giving a stark reminder of the building's age and desolation. The once magnificent stained glass windows, now broken and devoid of color, let in slivers of moonlight, casting eerie shadows that dance on the crumbling walls. The grandeur of this once sacred place is now replaced by a palpable sense of decay. The wooden pews, once polished and gleaming, are now covered in layers of dust. The altar, once the center of devotion, stands desolate, its sacred symbols lost to time. Yet in this decay, there is a haunting beauty, a testament to the passage of time and the transient nature of all things. As we venture deeper into the shadows, the silence is occasionally punctured by unexplained noises. A sudden creak, as if someone just stepped on a loose floorboard. A soft rustle, as though an unseen entity brushed past an old tapestry. A faint whisper that seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. These anomalies, these inexplicable sounds, do they originate from the age-old structure battling time and elements? Or do they carry the echoes of the past? The phantom voices that refuse to be silenced. As we grapple with these questions, our senses are heightened, the tension is palpable, and the line between the natural and the supernatural begins to blur. As we delve deeper, the church seems to come alive, whispering its secrets into our ears. The shadows that seemed benign now seem to hold a spectral presence. The forgotten church, shrouded in darkness, is no longer just an abandoned structure. It's a living entity, telling its story, one terrifying encounter at a time. In the silence of the church, we start to hear whispers, echoes of the past, or perhaps the phantom voices. This spectral chorus, a symphony of the unseen, begins as a mere murmur, a soft sigh in the stillness. As we listen, the whispers grow louder, clearer, their otherworldly timbre reverberating through the air. They are the voices of the forgotten, the lost, the eternally restless. These phantom voices, disembodied and disconcerting, weave a chilling narrative. They speak in hushed tones, in laughter and lament, in urgent whispers and mournful cries. They tell tales of joy and sorrow, of love and loss, of a time that once was. They are echoes of a bygone era, remnants of lives once lived within these hallowed walls. As we listen, we can't help but shiver. We are intruders in their sanctuary, eavesdroppers on their spectral conversations. Our hearts beat faster, our breaths hitch in our throats. The air grows colder, the atmosphere heavier. We feel the weight of their presence, the echo of their existence. Our equipment crackles to life, a symphony of static and white noise. Amidst the cacophony, the voices emerge. They are distorted, eerie, their words a jumble of whispers and sighs. We strain to understand, to decipher their messages from beyond. Their voices, once soft whispers, now ring out loud and clear. They are not alone. We are not alone. The reactions of the team members enhance the fear factor. Faces pale, hands shake, eyes widen in terror. Some are frozen in place, others back away slowly. The bravest among us try to communicate, their voices trembling with a mix of fear and fascination. Each reaction, each expression of terror, serves to amplify the chilling encounter. We are left with an eerie aftertaste, a lingering sense of unease. We are visitors in their world, trespassers in a realm beyond our understanding. The voices, disembodied and ethereal, send chills down our spines, forcing us to question what we know and what lurks in the shadows. As the phantom voices grow louder, we brace ourselves for the terrifying encounter. The air grows colder, the silence heavier. Our breaths hitch in our throats as an unseen presence makes itself known. In the echo of the forgotten church, whispers of the past come alive. They are not just voices, they are phantom echoes, fragments of stories long lost in time. Each word, each syllable, is a chilling reminder of the church's haunting past. They are distorted, eerie, sending shivers down our spines. The voices grow louder, more insistent. There's a sense of urgency, a plea for understanding. The temperature drops further, the darkness intensifies. The whispers become a chorus, a symphony of the spectral, resonating through the decaying walls of the church, seeping into our very bones. And then, a sudden jump scare, a loud crash, a flickering light. Our hearts pound in our chests as we scramble, fear etched into every line of our faces. The phantom voices laugh, a sound that chills us to the core. The unseen presence is playing with us, feeding off our fear. In the midst of the chaos, a voice stands out. It's clear, almost tangible, a stark contrast to the distorted whispers. It speaks in a language we don't understand, a language perhaps as old as the church itself. It's a plea, a warning, an echo of a tragedy that once shook these ancient walls.